Alright, welcome back to GBTV, guys. And we got another top 10 Naruto list to check out from ViniTube. Um, it can't be any worse than the Watch Mojo list, man. That thing was garbage. This is a top 10. This one's top 10 Naruto moments. Um, can't wait to see what they have on there. I already know some of them that's probably gonna be on there, like maybe like Sasuke finding out Uchiha, Sasuke finding out Itachi's true backstory. Naruto and Sasuke versus Madara. Rock Lee versus Gaara, maybe. Mike Guy versus Madara. Who knows? Let's check this list out. If you guys bang with my videos, if you guys want to support the channel, just hit a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel, man. You never know, man. Yeah. Without further ado, let's get on with this list, man. It's GBTV. Let's go.
Introduction. The adventures of everyone's favorite jumpsuit-wearing ninja rocked the anime world in pretty much a decade of dominance in the 2000s. And just when we thought it was all over, turns out it wasn't. It didn't take long for a sequel, Boruto, to start storming the scene, but we'll leave that for another time. For now, please enjoy this showcase of Naruto's plethora of epic and dramatic moments which would surely show anyone why the series has become one of the great...
Oh yeah, Naruto versus Sasuke's an obvious moment too. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Gaara versus Rock Lee. I knew it was going to be in there. I already knew it.
At number 10, we'll start off with the battle between Gaara and Rock Lee. Many people lauded the Chunin Exams arc as one of the best arcs in early Naruto, and if you have to pick one fight in the whole tournament, I'd go
definitely this fight
every time. Who knew that gutsy Rock Lee would be the one to take Gaara to the limit? Trust me, even if we're all savvy viewers who knew that Gaara would come out on top, the fight still kept all the fans at the edge of their seats. Throughout the fight, there's a lingering sense that Rock Lee might just pull off the upset. From matching Gaara's speed to releasing never-seen-before power, Rock Lee's tenacity seemed unstoppable. In a way, part of the young 14-year-old me wished they pulled the trigger on this one.
They're never going to do that, man. Plot would not allow it. Mike Guy and Rock Lee always got hit by plot armor for the villain's side. This was a cool moment. This was a cool moment. When he had Sage Mode and came in, pulled in with that drip, man. That drip.
Next up, we have Naruto's return in Sage Mode and his battle against Pain. Konoha and its champions have all been devastated at the face of the sheer might of Pain, and as all hope seems lost, who else deserves to make his grand entrance but our hero?
This is when everybody started loving him. Like, all y'all were fake. He finally became likable in that entire village.
On the hero's journey, and after all the ridicule and heartache, Naruto finally gets the recognition he deserves from everyone.
They didn't even deserve him, man. They did not deserve Naruto. Like, if I were Naruto, I would have left that village a long time ago. When he finally accepts the Nine Tails and they finally bro up, he gets the power full 100%. That was a good moment too. Yeah, that was tough.
Next in line is
that was tough. Yo, Naruto had hella drip near the end.
Let's just say for the most of the series, Naruto's relationship with Kurama's been rocky to say
toxic.
The moment the two decide to put their differences aside in the 4th Shinobi World War and work together is a moment that would send chills down any fan's spine. It's a necessary step forward in the hero's journey, and the scene of the shonen hero finally coming to terms with the powers that he's shunned for so long is truly a sight to behold. It looks great when it happened in Bleach, and it certainly looks awesome as hell in this series.
It kind of happened in Bleach, but not fully. Not fully. Oh, Tobirama using that seal. Yeah, that
Next
moves.
entry on the list is
Yeah.
the third Hokage's sacrifice during invasion of Konoha. Naruto's a series full of heartache and death, and one of the very first instances of this is when the third Hokage, Sarutobi, dies in the climax of the Konoha Crush arc.
I called Tobirama?
Deceptive and
What the
powerful
fuck?
Orochimaru, Sarutobi invokes the Shinigami. Realizing that he still has no power to defeat the evil shinobi for good, Sarutobi decides on the next best course of action, sealing the evil shinobi through the arms and preventing him from using ninjutsu. At the cost of invoking the Shinigami, however, Sarutobi has to pay with his very own life.
Yeah, that was tough, man.
Marks one of the first major losses that Naruto fans
That was the first one, and everybody was like, damn, like,
invasion has been
even he died.
At the cost of the village's biggest cornerstone.
Like, that was the moment where people were like, damn, this show's for real, because, like, they killed him off. And it had you shook a little bit. Kakashi versus Obito? Oh, the reveal of Toby.
Up next, we have the reveal of Toby's true identity.
Didn't we all know that?
Since his introduction, the Toby character has been an enigma, constantly.
We all kind of did, but it was so vague that we didn't really know.
We expected the masked Toby to be one of the last Akatsuki members left standing. Turns out that Toby's actually Obito Uchiha, who proceeds to further add fuel to the fire of the Fourth Shinobi World War. His subsequent battles with the heroes, culminating with him taking control of the Ten Tails, are some of my favorite fights in the final arc. It also helps that he gets some redemption towards the end, making a nice personal parallel to Naruto.
All because you were simping, bro. You had to be a simp. It's like, nah, Guy opens 8 gates. That was a great moment, too.
Next up, we have Guy opening the 8th gate to take on Madara. For most of the series, fans have seen Might Guy as the epitome of that one strong yet quirky character. While we know of him as a master of the 8 gates technique, Guy mostly spent most of the series as a goofy mentor figure for our heroes. It would take until the latter parts of the story before we witness what he's really capable of. Forget him being capable of defeating Kisame, which is a feat that's impressive in its own right. Madara, one of the most powerful ninjas in the world, is made to respect Guy's strengths after receiving a dose of the full power of the 8 gates. This is the first time we ever see all 8 gates being released in battle.
Plot armor protect Madara.
Spectacle. While it didn't do the trick in ending Madara, not that anything worked anyway, seeing the pinnacle of the techniques a sight to behold.
Sasuke versus... yep. Itachi versus Sasuke. And when he finds out the truth. That was a nasty reveal.
Next on the list is Itachi.
Like, I don't think anybody would have been like, oh my god. Fam, you went through. Fam.
Driving forces behind Sasuke's
that was fucked up.
Much of the series revolved around getting stronger. For what purpose? Revenge against his brother Itachi, who murdered the entire Uchiha clan, leaving him as the only survivor. It would only be proper for the brothers to have their fated showdown, and they delivered. Unleashing their amazing techniques on one another, it's Sasuke who eventually came out on top. As if the emotional farewell between the brothers isn't enough, it's revealed that Itachi had massacred the Uchiha clan in order to prevent a coup d'etat, which would have led to a civil war. The reveal that Itachi had been a hero all along was one twist that
was a nasty twist. He was a good guy the entire time. Good guy playing the villain.
Next, we have Madara's appearance in the Fourth Shinobi War. What an entrance. One deserved by no less than what many consider to be the series' real final boss. After being restored thanks to Tensei, Madara lives up to all the hype as he crashes into the battlefield, devastating the 4th Division in his wake. We can see in that very scene how far ahead he is and how he effortlessly defeats an entire army with his intelligence and prowess. Not only that, he proceeds to single-handedly defeat the Kages, the tailed beasts, and pretty much everything thrown at him. Miracle after miracle wouldn't be be enough to stop him from casting the infinite Tsukuyomi that engulfs the world. It would require some good old plot convenience to finally put him down for good.
Man, it was a savage, bro. This animation was nuts. Ah, fuck. Oh, man.
エピソードが先生の数々の伝説になぞらえてあって、何か自伝小説っぽくて。
Number 2's certainly one of the most iconic losses for fans of the series.
Come on, bro.
For the longest time, the pervy and ever-lovable member of the legendary Sannin has been the closest person to a father figure for Naruto. Knowing this, it kind of felt inevitable that he would fall somewhere down the line. This just happens in his mission to gather intel. He goes down in a blaze of glory, putting up one hell of a fight against Conan and the numerous pains before finally going down. Despite lamenting over his failures as he faces his end, Jiraiya's death doesn't turn out to be entirely gloom and doom. Make no mistake, this is one of the saddest moments in the series. However, seeing Jiraiya die with a smile is also one of the most uplifting moments in the entire series. The Master's part in the story has ended with his death, but he knows full well that he can leave the rest to his young pupil to save the world.
Come on, bruh. We all knew what number 1 was gonna be. I mean, we all knew. If you didn't know what number 1 was gonna be, are you really a Naruto fan?
And finally, the number 1 in the list is the final battle between Naruto and Sasuke. Of course, the series just had to end this way. It's as destined that the final battle of the series would be a no-holds-barred battle between the hero and his rival. Naruto and Sasuke are no strangers to fighting each other, but this is the battle that culminates all the build-up that's been set up since early on in the series. More than just a battle of strength, this is the ultimate battle of philosophies that the series takes so much pride in, if talk no jutsu is any indication. Sasuke can be seen as the culmination of all the ideologies that Naruto had to overcome in his journey, and no one else could be a more fitting final opponent for our hero. Not Madara.
Did they fight when they were that young?
Certainly not Kaguya.
I don't think they did.
The final battle ended in a technical draw, with Naruto only winning over his longtime rival through his ideology and not his strength, cements this as one of the top moments in the series.
That's one thing that I couldn't remember. They never fought there when they were that young. I don't know.
Naruto's a series full of many more epic, touching, and straight-up heartbreaking moments. I'm 100% sure that a top 10 list wouldn't cover everything.
Nah, it didn't.
Decorated run. I hope to hear from you in the comments section on what moments you think should have been included in the list, and which is your personal favorite. Leave a like if you enjoyed.
There was some that I would have put in there. The Zabuza moment, the moment with Zabuza, definitely the moment with Naruto meeting his parents during the Ninja War, when he finally met Minato. Honestly, I would have put Naruto beating Neji, man, because everybody was disrespecting him. He was the clown of the village, and them seeing him beat somebody who everyone deemed to be one of the best genin in the entire ninja exam, that would have been a moment right there, because it would have started to put him on the map. I probably would have done Gaara versus Kimimaro. I think I would have done that one, because you actually got to see Gaara, who was actually like not evil. Yeah, not evil. But yeah, Gaara's backstory definitely would have been another moment, because his backstory was depressing as hell, man. That was a depressing backstory. But yeah, that's probably the ones. And Naruto meeting his mom and her saying her last words to him. I think that definitely would have been another one. Someone said that there is a Naruto movie where he, it's like an alternate version where he actually meets his parents, they're alive, and he actually lives with them. What movie is that? Because someone give me the movie name, because I definitely want to check that one out. But yeah, that was it. That was my video for y'all. This list was definitely better than watching Mojo list. Let me see if there's actual real Naruto top 10 characters. that's not from Watch Mojo. I'll definitely look for that. Alright, so this is GBTV. Thanks for watching, y'all. Y'all take it easy out there. Peace out.